Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's let John Tuggle help us look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat futures. For the first time in a while, all the grains were higher yesterday. Corn up 4, beans up 3, KC wheat up 12 by the bushel. The grain markets have likely gotten oversold technically, and a rally is not surprising, particularly realizing that the last final USDA 2023 crop production and supply and demand report comes out Friday, and one can only talk about the rain in Brazil for so long. Early this next week, sub-zero temperatures are expected across the Great Plains, giving rise to concerns about possible frost damage in the winter wheat crop. Crude oil gained back about half of what day before yesterday's sharp Monday losses would have been. That would have been Monday losses. Local cash corn values in the coastal bend are firmer, a function of continuing good demand, Mexico demand, amid the recent sharp losses in the corn board. Corpus Christi's public elevator in Archer Daniels Midland remains closed this week for Milo trucks. Timco and Anderson's Houston are open this week for trucks 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For help marketing your grains, and John provides us our cash grain markets every day. Tell him thank you when you see him, and call him 361-852-5207. That's Tuggle and Company, John Tuggle, Corpus Christi, Texas. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite. Sheep and goat sale on Tuesday. How did it go?
Went well. They went up to 30, right at 3,200. Market, I call it steady all the way through from when we dropped off before the new year. Those lambs kind of bring all day from kind of 320 to 350. There wasn't been one set bring, real fancy set bring up close to 360. So I thought we got along good there. Kids, they kind of bring from $3 to up to 340 or 50 on some of the fancier ones. And we had some of those heavier muttons. They kind of bring from 270 to 280 on some of those 90 pounders. I thought that was all good. U market, it was steady, kind of $1 to $1.30 on some of the fleshier ones. And then that nanny, we had quite a few nannies. Thought that nanny market was awful good. It jumped up there a little bit from before we shut off, so they kind of bring anywhere from $1.15, depending on the flesh, up to $1.75. They were the right size and fleshy. And some of those lighter carcass nannies that they can kill for kids, they'd bring still up to that 240, 50. So I thought we got along real well.
Good. What kind of consignments have you seen come in for the cattle sale?
So I'm sure thinking we'll get somewhere around 1,000 to 12, 1,300. It kind of rolled in early, and it's gotten a little cool, and it's kind of died off right now, but should get another wave up here pretty quick, I'm hoping. So, and of course we'll catch some in the morning again.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value. Looks like the value for Tuesday, 49 cents weaker to 84.53. National hog slaughter, 395,000 head for a weekly total of 863. Neighbor, as we turn our head and steer our gaze toward the beef side of the meat equation, we see wholesale boxes recover on Tuesday. Choice up $1.33, the select up by $3.47. Slaughter reported at 94,000 head, setting the weekly total at 198. USDA's bulk of the cash sales, 173 to 175 in the north. Neighbor, there's your meat move. We are on the line with Brian Lensman from Seguin Cattle Company. Brian, how's the Wednesday sheep and goat and cattle sale shaping up?
Shaping up good, Larry. I always say the first week everybody sits back and watches. Second, third week they bring them to town. So sheep and goats kind of looking at 1,000 somewhere in there. Cattle probably 800. The quality is just outstanding. The market's good. Everything's a blessing right now. So other than cold weather coming next week.
Right. But we can deal with that.
We can deal with that. That little cold weather, we can handle that if we're making a good deposit at the bank.
Yep, that's right. Well, if we know everything's coming in good and it's going to be a good sale, tell everybody how to get there and get in on it.
Give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can give me a call on my cell phone, 830-305-0652.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I'll see you tomorrow night, Cousin Larry.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm. We're at the kitchen table, and our guest today is Stephen from D&D, and you're bringing us some Preferred information, aren't you?
Yes, sir, Larry. So the boss ordered one too many truckloads of stuff from Preferred this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and offer 10% off all Preferred panels and squeeze chutes exclusively to Down on the Farm listeners while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, you need to get in on this action. How much percentage?
10%.
Get on down to D&D right now. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, and I'm at extension 160.
Maybe now it's time to get a hold of Leo Casas. Leo, how are you this Wednesday?
Doing good, Larry. Well, it's been a mild winter so far. Heck, we haven't even really need to wear a coat many of the days. We've been working cattle up at our Charlotte ranch. We had one set of our registered heifers, I'm going to brag a little bit, had a 96% conception rate for their second calf. So really proud of them. They're single-sired now. These are some of our most fertile Brahman cattle. And I want to remind your listeners, we've got plenty of good bulls available for lease or sale. The bull season is upon us. Got to get those bulls turned out for the fall breeding season. We've got all the popular breeds. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on database on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3. Or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com. CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Our heavy-duty panels weigh in at approximately 150 pounds each. We carry a wide variety of products and have panels for the smallest livestock show animals all the way up to panels for the toughest bucking bulls. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel. 210-624-2000. Visit us on the web at wholesalesteelsa.com.
We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, what'd you think about the sale Monday?
Well, we had a big run, Larry. I didn't expect many cattle, though. We had 1,458 head, 153 cows, and 21 bulls. I guess, we started off the new year. This is the first sale. All the sales prior this last week, though, market sure have been good, and we still ain't had a lot of rain, so they brought a lot of cattle in. Calf market is just it's unbelievable what these calves are bringing. 2 and 3 weight steers, 270 to 375 heifers, 236 to 3 1/4, 3 and 4 weight steers, 268 to 361 heifers, 247, 335, 4 and 5 weight steers, 241 to 345 heifers, 217 to 305, 5 and 6 weight steers, 219 to 285 heifers, 202 to 329, 6 and 7 weight steers, 207 to 255 heifers, $1.88 to 272, and 7 8 weight steers and bully yearlings, $1.91 to 2 1/4, and the heifers were $1.76 to 205. And these light calves, the 3 weight calves, bringing right up there to $900 to $1,100 an ounce. So people short of grass, it's a pretty good time, winter time, and it's a pretty good time to get rid of them. Slaughter cows, 5 to 88, they took a bunch of money off of them. Slaughter bulls, same way, 96 to $1.08. Stocker cows, 900 to 1,100, and pairs, didn't have but a couple of pairs, 700 to 1,350, Larry.
Do you know of anything for next week yet?
Man, we got a real cold front coming in, I think around Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's supposed to freeze here like Monday and Tuesday. I look for us to have maybe a little bit slower run, probably that 550 to 800, Larry.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Gary.
You can catch us here at Sailborn, 830-582-1561 or 62. On my mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Gary Butler.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We're on the line with Heather Murray of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate, which specializes in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acres. Heather, tell us about that 75-acre listing you got at Lavernia.
Hey, Larry. 3114 Sandy Elm is a gorgeous, ag-exempt, 75-acre rural ranchette. It's nestled within towering mature oaks. This property offers an updated 5-bedroom home that has all the upgrades and conveniences you'd want in your estate.
Hey, how about wildlife?
Whether you want to hunt, run cattle, or just enjoy the great outdoors, this acreage checks all of the boxes. It's fully fenced, has mixed topography, and also has a large pond that attracts local wildlife like white-tailed deer, turkey, hogs, dove, and quail.
Are there any other improvements the listeners might like?
Absolutely. There's a heated pool and hot tub, as well as a fully equipped outdoor kitchen. There's also a workshop and a carport. What's great is that this property offers rural living with all the upgrades, all within a 20-minute drive to downtown Livonia.
Tell us how prospective buyers should contact you.
They can call me directly at 210-416-7559, and you have my word, I will call you back. Or visit www.homesteadandranch.com.
We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen, getting ready for a Wednesday sale. Kelly, what's it looking like Tuesday evening?
Oh, looks like we'll have a decent run, Larry. You know, that wind kind of had everybody whoop morning, but cattle started coming in this afternoon pretty good. Got you over 400 in, so I'm expecting probably close to 6 something tomorrow anyway. Know of several cattle coming tomorrow, so expecting a pretty decent run. Looks like the cow run's going to be all fairly light, probably be 100 cows or so, and the rest will be calves and yearlings. Looks like quality is pretty good, so it looks like a good sale to start the year with.
There at Pearsall, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Kelly Thigpen.
Call us at the office, 830-334-3653. Mobile number is 334-1047. Look us up on the website. That's PearsallLivestock.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbors, let's talk about a very helpful website, McCoys.com. That's McCoy's Building Centers. They're Project Central. In fact, you can go to their DIY ideas page and get all kinds of ideas, whether it's adding a deck or building a raised bed. In fact, their Backyard Projects icon is one of the best to tackle a weekend project. Outdoor spaces, just click on the deck design plans. Everybody has problems with a garage and workshop. Believe me, I know. Mine's pretty messy. Just hit the Storage Solutions icon, or if you need yard care and landscaping help, Outdoor Plans is going to help you, and it's all at www.mccoys.com. That's McCoy's Building Centers all over this region. Find the one near you at mccoys.com. We're on the line with Phil Brockenbush, Giddings Livestock. Phil, how was Monday's sale?
It was good, Larry. Wound up with 15.11 on a really good market. Man, the light cattle are high. And the rest of the cattle, they were steady to higher than they were, before we quit. Cows and bulls about the same. It was a really good day.
Well, walk the pens with us.
All right, your steers, 300 and back, average 299, brought up to 390. 3 to 4 weights, 296 to 360. 4 to 5 weights, 270 to 325. 5 to 6 weights, 241 to 275. 6 to 7 weights, 220 to 257 and a half. 7 to 8 weights, 192 to 220. Your heifer mates, 300 and back, average 256, brought up to 330. 3 to 4 weights, 263 to 330. 4 to 5 weights, 234 to 310. 5 to 6 weights, 223 to 255. 6 to 7 weights, 208 to 240. 7 to 8 weights, 165 to 220. The bull yearlings, 7 to 850 pounds, 170 to 215. 850 to 1,000 pounds, 125 to 190. The high yielding bulls, 110 to 126. Medium yielding bulls, 95 to 105. Your packer cows, the high yielding cows, 90 to 108. Medium yielding cows, 70 to 85. The little thin cows, 30 to 65. Sold a few stocker cows. The pairs brought up to 15.50, and the bred cows up to 17 and a quarter. So it was pretty darn good.
Good. What do you know for this next Monday?
Man, I got a guy that wants to send 80 wean calves, but I don't know about the weather. It's pretty nasty Monday. I think that's gonna make it pretty short, but the market sure is good. So right. I mean, if anybody, I don't know, that might bring some of them out.
Yep. We'll tell everybody how to get there.
Yes, sir. You can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542-2274.
We appreciate you, Phil. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. Neighbor, it's time to take a look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company. Corpus, Milo through Corpus in January, March plus 115, 1025. Houston, March plus 120, 1034. Progresso, March plus 40, 892. Yellow corn to Corpus in January, March plus 55, 514 and a quarter. Progresso, March plus 110, 569 and a quarter. And FOB Corpus Christi area elevators for Milo, 980 by the hundredweight for 30-day loading. Depends on location and freight. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, January delivery, March plus 30, 657. And number 1 beans to Placido, January, February delivery, March less 90, 1158.5. West Texas, Kansas, and Oklahoma cotton lumped together, 7,490 bales. 76.23 on the low side, 78.73 on the high side. Never that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. I'm Larry Marble. I appreciate you listening to me on one of our 16 affiliated stations.